Marco Dominic is speaking off the cuff. Speaking about a documentary called Gladiator Days: Anatomy of a Prison Murder. And talking about, I'm an actor that, I remember I wrote a first script. And I wanted to write another script to try to deal with the racial issue with prison and getting into the street. How does the radicalization in prison get to the street, and how does that affect society? And a good documentary is The Gladiator Days: Anatomy of a Prison Murder. And you have a 16-year-old kid protecting a 13-year-old girl from pimping, who ends up doing life in prison, becoming radicalized in the white. Because it's white against black and against brown, man. And the 13-year-old girl ends up doing, I guess she got life. She ended up doing 15 years as, again, I'm loaded, so I don't know. Get the actual time frame, but she's the victim. That kid was actually protecting her from someone exploiting her and gets life? Wrong. But he ends up radicalized and having a radical philosophy. You're going to end up with a radicalized philosophy in prison. So when I look at Ryan Ferguson, I'm like, dude, you lived. You're a white dude in the prison industry. You're the minority. You could die any single day, dude. And I remember at JMA, he says, man, my main focus was to eat, try to build muscle, and try to fucking watch my back and survive. That's the truth. And this man has a conscience. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable to me that Ryan Ferguson has a conscience. Because he has to agree with the white dudes, because the black dudes are going to try to kill them, and they're going to try to kill the black dudes. But that's in the California prison industry, man. And that's what happened to that dude, Troy Kell, when he killed that black dude. The black dude trying to kill him, he's trying to kill the black dude, and he ends up killing the black dude. But if Troy Kell didn't kill the black dude's going to kill him. But that's the prison industry that's cultivated into racism. Now that guy's on death row, and it's like, you know what, man? There is no real. If you had rehabilitation, would you be that radicalized white dude? I don't know. But you should never have been in prison. He should have gone to like a boys' home that had rehabilitation so that he learns, look, if you have a man exploiting a 13-year-old girl, you go to the police. You don't take it into your own hands. He could have been a productive member of society. Instead, he's a white gang member, radicalized into a white prison industry, and ended up not only killing the man protecting the little girl, but then he's also killing a black man because the black man's going to kill him. You could have stopped it, white America, but you don't believe in rehabilitation. You don't. That black man's dead because of you not believing in rehabilitation. But there's too many dead people, dead over, not believing in rehabilitation to say, wait a minute, we got to solve the radicalization problem in prison. You don't solve that. It's terrible. And I have a little bit more of this one. I'm just going off. Remember, all I can do is be the actor, watch the documentaries, read articles, read books, and try to understand the people based upon that. Their statements, what they say out of their mouths, what happens as action and fact. And then you realize we have a breakdown in American society about incarcerating the most people in the world in prison, and then having the prison a radicalized system and not doing anything about it. The only saving grace is rehabilitation, but you have to understand it. To understand people. Who dominates the prison industry is white America. Come on, man. Get a conscience.